Jake Mace, the vegan athlete. I built this raised bed with you guys yesterday out of some redwood and some 2x6 scrap wood that I had from some other projects. Now I got about a 2 foot wide, I don't know, by about 8 foot long new raised bed. We're going to eventually enclose this entire rectangular Tai Chi training floor that I have here, that I do martial arts and Tai Chi on, because then I'll be surrounded by beautiful edible gardens, and I can designate each raised bed for a different month of my seedbankbox.com program. I have links down below to the video in which I built this raised bed right in front of you guys, and a raised bed can be built in a myriad of different ways out of any materials you have laying around. Concrete, rock, wood, whatever, hay, anything. I chose to build mine out of redwood that's not stained, just raw redwood and 2x6s. I'm gonna fill it with soil with you guys right now, and I'll show you the exact mix that I use to grow a successful edible vegetable garden. And then after the mix is filled and done, the third video in our series will be taking the seed bank box from February and planting each seed in the box in this bed. And then I'll do March's box in that bed, April's box in that bed, May's box in that bed, etc., so that my entire training floor will be surrounded by the different months of seed bank box, and I can come back to you guys and show you updates month by month of how my seed bank box garden is growing. For those of you who signed up for the seed program, the next video in our series is going to be the one you want to watch, because I'll be planting the entire contents of the first seed bank box with you, so you guys can see exactly how I plant mine. Maybe get some inspiration or ideas for how you're gonna plant yours. The early bird gets the worm, and the early participants in the seed bank box program get some bonuses inside. At jakemace.com, I have a card that's waterproof, and I wouldn't say it's laminated, but it's made out of a really durable paper that's waterproof that you can take out in your garden with you. And on each side of the card, it tells you the exact mix that I use for fruit trees or for raised bed gardens or in-ground gardens. So each member of the Seed Bank Box program for the first month, you initial members, we love you guys, and so you get a free card on top of your seeds. If you're not a part of the program, that's okay. You can get one of these from jakemace.com or just watch this video. I'm gonna tell you what the soil mix is right here, right now. So here's the mix. It tells you on the card, the bottom 50% is biodynamic active compost, and the top 50% is this combination, okay? Let me talk about the bottom 50%. When I build a new raised bed like this, the bottom half is straight compost. Now, there's 3 different things I would say to you guys to do if you want to get the best kind of soil or compost. The first 2 things are for Phoenix area residents, and the third thing is for any gardener in any part of the world. Number 1, I go to Lowe's in town, or I go to Western Organics, aka Grow Well, if you're in the Phoenix area, and I get this kind of soil. At Lowe's, it's $6.88. Side note, listen up, Grow Well. I know for a fact 2 years ago, this was $4.94. And I think I've been inspiring gardeners to buy your soil, and you've been raising the price on us. I want that price back down again, because I love your soil, and I know you guys are making this here local, and you're making bank off this. So give us the better deal. I want to see the price of this go down. All right. Anyways, for now, it's 2.5 cubic feet for $6.88. I always go into Lowe's, and I look for the bags like this, because every Lowe's always has bags that got torn open, and they always will give it to you at half price, but you got to ask them. So I got 4 bags today at half price, so I bargained with them a bit, and I got a little bit of a deal. I get this soil because it's made locally here in town. It's called Grow Well or Western Organics. You can also drive your car down to Western Organics yourself at 28th Avenue in Lower Buckeye and get the soil in the back of your pickup truck, but bring a tarp to cover it. It is cheaper that way, but it takes more time out of your day. I get the bagged kind, put it in my car, I reuse the bags for dog poop, whatever else, etc. That's my first tip for Phoenix area residents. Number 2 tip for Phoenix residents is go to Jay Behringer with Edible Foodscaping. He runs the Phoenix Fruit Growers Facebook group. First, go to Facebook and ask to be a member of my Urban Gardening in Arizona Facebook group. Then, go to Jay's Phoenix Fruit Growers group, and Jay has an incredible raised bed soil that's locally made, got lava sand in it. It's a very healthy living soil. His is also very, very good. Now, the third tip for people that are not in the Phoenix area, okay? The third tip is you've got to go into your city, into your local community, and find a place that's local in your area that's making compost locally. Because if you go to the big box stores and buy a non-local compost, it's probably just dead, dust, sitting in a bag. Because there's so many different soils in the big box stores, it's confusing as heck because the soil market is a major profitable kind of racket market, okay? They're charging for dirt and they're usually getting the materials, the organic matter for free normally, okay? So go get in your city, find out somehow where there is local compost that's still alive and buy the local one. It's gonna be different depending on what city you're in. But that's my third tip, most important thing. Go buy the locally made compost and put that in your garden as the base. Okay, the base is 100% compost. So right now, we're gonna time lapse this video. I'm gonna take all these bags of living compost and fill the bottom half of my new raised bed up. And then I'm gonna come back to you guys, keep watching, and I'll show you the most important part of this video, which is what I'm gonna put in the top half. Because the top half is where all the magic happens, baby. It's where all the magic happens. Is so alive right now. There's literally no chemicals in here. There's just plants and fish and that's it. And you can see all the koi. They all have names like Tiger and Mickey Blue Eyes and Lion, Emperor, Flash, Snow, Avatar. And we're gonna take some of their water and use this to turn the block of coconut pith into a growing medium. Let me show you. Come on over. Greenie's garden. Stop stalking me. So I got this block of coconut pith. I've done this a million times on my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time watching me, go back and watch other videos where I do it more in detail. Just a block of coconut. It's gonna soak in here for 5 minutes. For God's sakes, I'm a broken record. Here's how YouTube works for me. If I do a video on Monday about how to build a raised bed garden, then I do a second video on Tuesday about how to eat healthy. On Wednesday, somebody will watch the how to eat healthy video and in the comments they'll say, Jake, you should do a video about how to build a raised bed garden. And I'm like, that was Monday's video. People have such a short attention span. So I have got about at least half a dozen videos showing you guys this process on my channel. Go back and find one, search Jake Mace, how to build a raised bed garden. We're gonna wait 5 minutes for this. And while that's soaking, I've got worm castings here. I'm gonna throw worm castings as my first ingredient for the top half of this raised bed. Here, like a doctor allowing some medical students to watch the procedure, I'm gonna allow you guys to watch my garden surgery. What's up?
How's it going? This looks really good, bro.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to have you guys over as usual.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Watch the magic happen here.
Awesome.
Teach us. Show us what you're doing.
We're gonna surround the training floor with raised beds again to have each raised bed be designated as 1 month of the seed bank box program.
Oh, cool.
So this half will be January, this half will be February, that will be March, April, etc., etc.
That's awesome.
Organized.
So that way, eventually I'll have 8 raised beds around here. So 8 months out of the year will be seed bank box gardens.
Cool.
And this is more worm castings.
Look at that gold.
After that, I have a bag of rock dust powder, which is a brand called Azomite. You can get this from jakemace.com. And it's just chalk that has a lot of minerals. So instead of like rock climbing chalk, which only has a couple minerals, this has got, you know, almost 100 different kinds of minerals and trace elements in it. So we're gonna, without making Greenie's garden here, breathe the dust. We're gonna sprinkle this in the bed here. They have it in granulated form or micronized form. I like the micronized form for raised bed gardens because it absorbs really quick, but the granulated kind is great too. They're both fine. Bottom half
nice.
compost, top half, you've seen it now. So
Okay.
worm castings, rock dust powder. Then I'm gonna add more compost, and I've got coconut core soaking in the tub. This is what?
This is like $1 million right here.
What do you mean?
Like, this is my type of money. Look how beautiful this is.
No, seriously, I think there's nothing better looking than
Look at this
a
azomite
newly planted raised bed.
with worm castings mixed together. It's amazing.
There you go.
That's some rich soil, my friend.
That's right. And look, as it's getting wet, it's breaking off into a growing medium. This has basically no nutrition in it, but it's gonna keep the moisture in my dirt and allow my soil to be a sponge, which in Arizona, I need very, very much. If you were in Portland or Seattle, you also need to use coconut coir. But if you're in the Phoenix area, since it's a desert, or Tucson area, or Southern California, or Texas, or Nevada, whatever, you need to use more coconut coir than you think because it will save your water bill and give your plants a more consistent moisture level throughout the year. That way your tomatoes, your greens, everything will be more healthy because the water will never be highs and lows. It'll be more consistent, which makes a better crop. Even though it's still kind of liquidy, I'm gonna put it in anyways.
Look at it.
What do you think?
It's good.
You know, when I first started gardening the first couple of years, all my tomatoes had a soggy, disgusting patch on the bottom of each tomato.
Really?
Like a flat soggy patch, and it's like
Ugh.
tomato rot in the bottom because of inconsistent moisture levels in the soil. So since I began adding more coconut pith into the beds, my tomatoes look beautiful.
So this stuff works.
Yeah, because even if you water your bed once a day, if your soil has the coconut coir in it, it'll keep the moisture level constant throughout the entire day. If I only planted in 100% compost and that was it, it would dry out too quickly. You got to get a friend who helps you break it up,
Get your hands dirty.
or or have a bunch of kids. Right? Who cares about overpopulation? Just have a whole litter of like 20 kids. Who cares? But at least use your 20 kid litter to
Put 'em to work.
break up your soil. Yeah. The only time I wish I had kids is when I get to see my cute nephews and nieces, and when I have a lot of gardening projects to do. I need some child labor. I know there's probably some gardening fetish out there, and somebody out there is really getting off on this raised bed. They're like, oh my God, that soil, it looks so good. I can't control myself. Don't you think?
To all their own, I guess, is what
Isn't there a show about different fetishes? Like a balloon fetish, or
Oh yeah, this lady eats toilet paper.
there's probably a guy out there or a girl out there who just loves soil.
Well, here you go.
Somebody out there is just like naked, bathing themselves in soil, like, oh, worm castings, oh. This is getting out of control. More worm castings.
Nice.
So worm castings is like, as a human being, I want to encourage you guys to do wheatgrass juice. In fact, one of the seed bank boxes coming up very soon will have wheatgrass seed in it, so you can do your own tray of wheatgrass at home. Look forward to that box. And worm castings is to a garden just like wheatgrass juice is to a human. So if you want to supercharge your nutrition in your life, go to get a shot of wheatgrass juice every day, or 2 shots a day, or 6 shots a day. If you want to have nutrition in your soil, you put worm castings in there. Our beginner gardeners, you're not going to listen to me. You're going to be stubborn. You're going to think you don't need the rock dust. I heard my man John Kohler talking about it for years. We're now friends together, and I didn't really believe him at first. I started using the rock dust. Boom, growth of the plants, health of the soil, water retention is supercharged. And then the food that I do eat that comes from my garden is remineralized beyond any organic produce you can ever buy at the supermarket or farmer's market. So when you guys grow your food at home and you become the ultimate locavore, not only can you eat cheaply as a vegan person or even a non-vegan person, but you also can remineralize your soil, and then your peppers, your tomatoes, your leafy greens, your herbs, your chamomile tea, everything you grow in your garden will be super mineralized, and the food you consume and the food your family consumes will be similar to the stuff your great-grandparents consumed before modern agricultural practices raped the land of all nutrients. So we're trying to get back to nature, get back to the Garden of Eden, so to speak. You know what I mean? I left the bottom of this raised bed open because the bug life that will rise up like a phoenix from the ashes will come into my soil and will do all the work for me. We just had a fire pit night over here. Scoop up the ash out of the fire pit, and I'm gonna use this in my soil because as the wood that I had in this fire is burned, all kinds of minerals are released through the heat process, and now my garden will get the benefits of all those extra minerals. So this is like, kind of like rock dust in its own right. Fire ash. Put it in your compost, put it in your raised bed garden. I don't care what anybody says. Somebody in the comments down below is going to troll me on this, but I think this is an important part of healthy soil, and it's homegrown. And Leo over there, the dinosaur, he approves. He told me. We speak the same language. He told me it's okay. Most of this ash was formed from mesquite wood when the mesquite tree fell down a couple of years ago. You guys saw that video from like 2 summers ago. And because I'm the man with the plan, I got 1 bag of compost left, perfect amount of compost. Can you just pose in a sexy pose for them?
It's like. Oh, me? Oh, hi.
Hey, I have a question for you guys.
All right.
What videos have you been uploading recently to your YouTube channel?
Videos recently, we
Yeah,
did
tell me.
a winter garden tour, which is pretty fun.
Of your yard?
Yeah, it showed it with no frost protection on a few trees.
And you're doing an edible landscape just like me.
Yes. Eventually on a big scale like this, but
How far away from me are you? About a half-hour drive?
yeah, it's about half an hour.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we just have a few videos from us in California, actually.
You did some videos from California?
Yeah, we saw this loquat forest. It was so cool.
Oh.
If you want to see it, go check out our channel, but I had so much fun there. It's like my favorite spot, so.
Probably they can type in like Loquat Forest Greenie's Garden
Yeah.
on YouTube and find
Yep.
it, right?
Yep.
That sounds good.
And you'll see me in my cool Hawaiian red shirt, so you can't miss it.
You always dress like you're from California. Cali,
What can I
Cali
say?
colors, Cali sunglasses.
It's just good vibes all around, man. Seriously, I can't get over how good this soil looks. And then you're gonna be growing your seeds from here, right?
That's right, we're gonna plant them right now.
That's crazy.
We're gonna do, so part 1 I built the bed.
Right?
Part 2 is filling it right now in front of the people, and part 3 is gonna be planting the seed bank box in this bed.
That's so exciting.
The first seed bank box.
That's so exciting.
Did you guys get one yet?
We have not gotten one yet.
Oh. My treeple out there in YouTube land, my gardening people, fruit tree people, the treeple. That's my seed bank box right there. I'm gonna plant it right now in the next video. So go to the link down below to get to the video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Greenie's Garden. Take this seed bank box, plant it
What?
in your garden. And if you guys feel the need to make a video about it,
Cool.
and I would enjoy seeing how you guys grow your seed bank box.
Yeah, I'm down to make a video.
Open it up really quick.
Yeah, let's check it out.
In there is also a card with my soil mix on it.
Oh,
you can
what?
Actually, that's my soil mix for trees, and the other side is for gardens. That's the mix
Oh,
I use.
cool.
That's awesome.
You open up this wonderful experience here. You don't have to open it now, but open it later.
Okay.
And inside there are all the seeds, and every month's gonna be different seeds. The varieties are gonna change, and the amounts of each variety are perfect amount to plant out 1 raised bed.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming over and giving me energy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Always good coming over.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your Loquat Forest video.
It's pretty cool.
And don't forget, you guys out there, go vegan and grow your food at home, and click onto the next video to watch me plant the very first seed bank box that I hope will be the first of many. And then every month that goes by, I'll keep doing updates so you guys can see my main garden has X crops growing. My fruit trees are in the yard, and everything that grows around my training platform will be seed bank box seeds. I'll also do a lot of food videos where I'll cook up the food, and I'll eat it raw as well, so you guys can see what I do with the food I grow.